Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're working on another video here, looking at the Kenworth K900 Legacy. We're doing some testing here, and I thought I would not only test, but show you some of the features and whatnot. I'm still in my Peterbilt from when I was doing the Halloween skin earlier, so let me show you. We're at the Kenworth dealership, and Mark has gone ahead and put this in the dealer. You'll see two options in here, and best I can gather from this, one's kind of a stripped down version of the Legacy, so you can just start from ground zero, and the other one looks to be pretty much fully decorated. It's got a lot of the options already on it that you might want to already have on your truck, so when you go to customize it, you don't have to start at ground zero. I believe that's what Mark's done here. I haven't had a chance to ask him about it yet, but anyway, you can see there's quite a few options already added to it. I'm sure this is probably how Mark drives his truck, so he's probably already included all the Mark Brower options that he likes to have on his truck or something. I don't know, but I'll ask him about it next time I see him. But just looking at frame options real quick here. We don't have anything in here yet. Mark said the triple axle's coming, so I'm looking forward to that. He knows I love my heavy haul trucks, so to see it equipped with that, we're good. So my engines, I always use the cash. Your mileage may vary. These are available in the workshop, so you can pick them up there. I'm just going to grab one of those. Transmission, I like to run these Eaton Fullers. I believe that's a workshop thing too. I don't know if that's the right gear ratio or not. We'll test it and find out. But anyway, next we'll go to interior options. Just like any other truck, except not every other truck has a beautiful interior like that, with that big bizarre sleeper. I think Mark's got most of these worked out. I don't know. I haven't. I've explored some of them, but I believe he's got a lot of different interior options here for colors and whatnot. I just pick one of the bog standard and run with it. We're going to try to get a couple of skins together for you to put in the truck, so you got a couple of starter skins to go with. I'm trying to see if I can pull some skins together before the truck's released. Anyway, I think Mark's trying to work on some, but he's trying to get the truck perfect. And if he's got all of his time sunk into getting the truck perfect, he ain't got time for skinning, you know what I'm saying? So once he gets the truck to a certain point, he'll be able to get those templates made and everything, and he'll send me over some templates, and I'll see about getting some skins made for it. But anyway, got some really nice grill options here, and I'm just going to throw something real nice on there. I think it's that diamond cut right there. I love the looks of that diamond cut. It's got the paint around the surround of it, and it just looks real nice and refined. And then you got several different logo options on the front end here, and we'll just pick something and run with it. I'm running through these kind of quick, just to kind of show you there's a whole lot of pins on this truck, so there's a whole lot of options you can choose. Mark has not left us really wanting for more on this, and of course, you know Mark, he'll wind up releasing it here eventually, and you know, he's not one to tell you no unless it's something that's not humanly possible with an SCS truck. So once he does release it, he'll ask for recommendations and suggestions, and if you want to add something to it, he doesn't object to seeing if it can be done. But I think about the only thing he'd tell you dead flat no on would be exhaust smoke, because that doesn't work. But at any rate, there's some nice options here for hood ornaments, for bumpers. We're going to look at some different bumpers, and I don't like them skinny little bumpers, but that's just me. But that one's a nice one right there. It's already got the lighting on it and everything ready to go. And I think there's a few of them like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's got them sticks sticking up, don't it? That's nice. Fender protectors, headlights. So many options available already. He hasn't left this, like bare bones, and we're still in the testing phases. So I'm sure before this hits your download folder, you'll probably see even more. So, but there's some nice. I always like to run the hood mirrors because, well, to me they're beneficial. Because when I'm driving, I like to have that extra mirror where I can see for lane changes, and especially getting on the on ramps. I like to see if there's somebody, because them four-wheelers always come shooting up on your left-hand side right when you want to get on. Plenty of nice options here. There's flames, and there's the patriotic, and just all kind of different little Kenworth emblems there you can choose from. So just whenever this does release, just go wild, see what you like. Take some time to go into your customization options and poke around and see what you can find, and I'm sure you'll be pleased. There's I hope he puts a pin on there to do away with them, because they're okay, but I don't really like them. But you can select a different one. If I'm gonna have one on there, it's gonna be chrome. It's got to have chrome on it somewhere, right? Just like the fenders, got to have chrome. And then we're gonna swap out the hood, and there's some different options there. I don't know what all of them are, but there is one down here for the Legacy, and it changes that little down there where the emblem is. It changes that around, so I just go ahead and choose that one. And there's the little air filter protector, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to pick that industrial looking thing. Looks pretty cool. It's got them little vents or whatever in it. Anywho, you got quite a few options in your air filters. Pretty cool. Got lighting on them and stuff. Just a lot of them are very similar to some of the Legacies Marks produced in the past. You'll carry over a lot of the options from other trucks, but each of them still got their individual characteristics, and some of the options that are on the other trucks won't work on, say, this truck, because it's a different truck. And but anyway, and he tries to keep these realistic, because I was asking him about the Aerodyne look, because I know one of the Legacy truck that I used to drive in World, it really looked like an Aerodyne sleeper in the front, if you know what I'm talking about. It looked like the classic Kenworth W900 Aerodyne, the way the sleeper sort of molded into the cab, but then it came back into a long sleeper, into a ARI type sleeper. And I was like, ain't you gonna do it like that? And he says, well, I looked around and I couldn't find any like that in real life. And I said, huh, I never really thought about that. And if you do a Google search and make it extensive for, an Aerodyne sleeper in a long Legacy type sleeper, the only place you're going to find them is in ATS. Well, SCS, let's say, because I've had them in the Euro truck too, but you can't hardly fit it on the road over there. But I have not found one in real life, just like Mark said. So he designed it this way. Now, he did put a sunroof in the truck, so you get that extra light there, and he put a little piece up there at the front, so it does make it real nice the way it melds with the truck. But yeah, he kept it realistic. So if you're wondering about that, well, question's already answered because I already asked it, and this is realistic. So you could call ARI Legacy sleepers up there, I think they're in Indiana or whatever. You could say, hey, I want to order a Kenworth W900 with a 108-inch sleeper or whatever it is on there. And they'd say, okay, we'll hook you up, and this is what you'd get right here. So, yeah, that's what you'd get. That one that I used to drive in ATS, it was cool, don't get me wrong. I can't remember who made it. I think it was, oh shoot, I can't think of his name now. Anyway, really nice fella. I think he's here in the Discord with us. Super nice guy. I think he took over the mod from somebody else, and he used to keep it updated quite a bit. And I know it was a ton of work on his part trying to get it even revived, because it had been abandoned at one point. And it was a ton of work for him to bring it back to life, and then trying to keep it, every time SCS updated something, it broke it, and then he had to do more work, and the guy was just overwhelmed with it, I can imagine. But at any rate, I don't remember when the last update was with it, or if he could even keep up with it with as many updates as SCS always has. But I used to love driving that thing, and I remember one time when it broke and tore up, and I went looking for a new Legacy truck, because I gotta have my Legacy truck. And that was when I found Mark Breyer, and I don't remember how many years ago it was now. He was just getting started, and he had I think it was the Mac Anthem Legacy that he'd done, maybe, or maybe it was one of the ones before that. And I picked up his Legacy truck, and I got to talking to him, and we got to chit-chatting, and next thing you know, I built his website and worked for him on Facebook, moderator, and things like that, and the rest is history. I mean, we've been working together ever since. Mark's an incredibly nice guy, greatest guy you'd want to ever meet, and does an awesome job with these trucks for sure. And I love working for him, doing the website and all that. And here lately I've been suffering a little bit trying to keep it up to date, because, well, every time the trucks are updated, it's it takes me usually a few days going through upload and download and creating links and getting everyone's names that has purchased the truck, and then creating the list of people who have purchased the truck so that I could create the download section for the people who have purchased it before, so they can have the updates and all of that neat stuff. It's a lot of work, but it's a labor of love, and I love doing it. So I'm not complaining by any means of the word, but I've been having some health issues. But anyway, it takes me a little longer these days to get things done. We'll put it that way. But Mark's been real patient with me. But anyway, if you notice I don't update something right away, it's coming. It's coming down the pike. But at any rate, when this is released, you'll see it. It'll come up. All the Patreons will get it first, and then it'll wind up on the website shortly after. But yeah, there she is. She's beautiful. You hear that big cat engine going. I think I put in the 1200 something horsepower or something like that. I don't know. But we're just going to test it out here. I was going to look for a load right here, but I couldn't find anything. I wanted to go to Iowa because I just picked up the Iowa DLC, and I wanted to go to Iowa, but I couldn't find a load going to Iowa. I skipped the part of the video just to get you through it because nobody wants to sit through all me looking through it, load lists and all that junk. Let's do this. Yeah, we're going to drive on over here, and we're going to drive to Iowa. It's only a few hours away, but we'll see how it goes here. I'll let you listen to that cool cat engine, and I'm just going to sit back here for a minute. Now I'm gonna check this transmission out. I don't know about that gearing on that thing, so we're gonna see how it goes. We'll find out real quick. Look how cool that is. Glistening in the sun. Look at all that chrome. I love a lot of chrome, especially on black truck. Yeah. So if you're wondering what we're testing for, it's all kinds of things. We're testing alignment on things. We're testing parts alignment. When we pick up a load, we want to check the alignment on the trailers. We pick up heavy haul trailers and check the alignment on the fifth wheel. We're checking just everything we can test. Testing at night, at daytime. We're testing pulling in places, pulling out of places, testing stopping on pins, and just all sorts of things. So there's all kinds of stuff to test. There's different conditions to test. I turn my rain up at some point, test things with the rain, make sure we don't have any excessive lag, and there's just so many different parameters in a truck. But anyway, I'm gonna let you enjoy the sound now, and I'll shut up.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Now this is the second video. In the first video, if you notice, the hood was always white no matter what color the truck was. So you'll notice Mark's fixed that. So now whatever color the truck is on the outside, when you're seeing it out through the windshield, that's the color of the truck, the way it's supposed to be. So he has fixed that.
Keep turn left. Turn left. Keep right. Keep left. Keep left.
Okay, I can tell you, I got it wrong. This is the wrong transmission. She tops out at 65. I can't push it. I can't push it over 65. So we got the wrong gear ratio. We'll swap that out. I pinpointed the, I put GPS in for the Peterbilt shop up there in Iowa. So when we get there, we'll swap that puppy out, and we'll get us a better transmission gear ratio, and then we'll try it again. I think we can pick us up a load there at Peterbilt too. We'll try that.
right, and then turn right. Turn right. Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
All right, we're getting close to our destination, and I'll just tell you, I don't have one of them head-turning jobby things, gadgets that people use to turn their head inside the truck.
Keep
Wouldn't
right,
do me any good
and
anyway,
then
'cause most of the
turn
time
right.
I'm leaned back in the chair with my head on the headrest, because I have them vestibular issues that
Turn right.
make me dizzy anyway, so I just lean back on it with my head on the headrest. And but at any rate, that's another reason I like those hood mirrors, is because I can see the lane change and stuff like that, and I can see approaching four-wheelers on the right and left, and not have to turn my head all the time. Don't have to warble around looking in the mirrors. At any rate, we're just about there, I think. That Peterbilt dealership. I see a
Go straight on.
garage coming up on the right. We'll whip in there and buy that thing real quick. So we got one in Iowa. That way, if we need a quick travel or something, we can make it quick. And I apologize for my voice. I recently had all my teeth yanked out, and hadn't got my new Roebuckers yet. They're working on them. Anywho, yeah, they can pull
Go
in here and
straight
purchase
on.
this one. We'll have a garage in Iowa. I always like to get a
Never
garage
mind.
in a
I'll
new
find a
state
new
once
route.
I've got the DLC. There we
When
go.
possible, make a
We'll
U-turn.
upgrade it later. Just get it for now. Bingo. Alright, let's get out of here. proof to the outside. Makes it easier to back up. Plus we can admire the exterior of this beauty, right? See if anybody's coming up the road to run over. You know, they're never coming up the road until I want to back into the road, and then they start coming like crazy, right? Murphy's Law or something. Thing's a beauty. Interior, the truck's real nice too. You can change out that
Get ready
information
to
panel,
turn
whatever. Different things you can display on there or whatnot. You know the Kenworth trucks, I don't have to tell you.
Turn left.
Y'all been driving the Kenworth trucks. Same as SCS truck, just about on the dashboard, I think. This thing's got some pretty quick acceleration, but it's gutless once it hits 65. It just hangs right there.
Right.
We'll swap out that tranny. Get us a better gear ratio. Be able to get a better top end. I wasn't paying much attention when I stuck it in there, so. Oh well, live and learn, right? We made it here in one piece anyway. And you get to see the truck in the repair window again too. Pretty cool. There's got tons of trannies in here. I think you want to stick with the 18 speed, but I like 18 speed. I like a retarder too. I don't know. We'll see what it says. We'll get down here and look at a different gear ratio than what I had. There's that one there. It had no top speed to it. But yeah, they're eating. Check one of these out. You'd think it wouldn't make much of a difference in a game, but you gotta kind of pay attention to them boxes on the right over there when you're selecting that stuff. I've come to find out bingo, there we go. That'll do her right there, friends and neighbors. All right. Fire him up. Pretty decent engine. I like it. There's another one that's like it's that same Cash Cat. And it's a 680 or something horsepower. Man, that thing's got some whistles and whines to it. You crank that thing up, it's like, sound like a robot or something starting it. Pretty wild. Got some cool stuff. Like real life out here in the game. Black Beauty right there. Can't wait to skin him. Look at that. gleaming in the sunset. I think we could pick up a load here if we ain't too late. Peterbilt didn't have much time limit left on it when I was sitting over in the other state, but we'll have to just find out. Bring him on. Need 40 acres to turn my rig around or something like that. That's how the old song goes. Something. I don't remember.
He was heading into Boston in a big long diesel truck. It was his first trip to Boston. He was having lots of luck. He was going the wrong direction down a one-way street in town. And this is what he said when the police chased him down. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. It's the easiest way that I've found. Some guys can turn it on a dime or turn it right downtown, but I need 40 acres to turn this rig around.
Tires. Normally I'd have spun around out there and backed in, but figured I might have enough room back here to turn around. Yeah, looks like it. Sometimes they don't leave me enough room to turn these big old Legacies around in the back end. I have to turn around out in the front and back my way in. But you know, where there's a will, there's a way. You want to drive a big old Legacy truck, sometimes you got to make concessions, right? Some people ask me, how you get that thing in and out all the time? Well, sometimes it ain't easy, but you know, I love it. Sometimes I got to go around the block twice, but you know, we'll get there. Yeah, I can back it up from inside the cab. I don't like to, but I can. I'll bet I'm just about there. Pop outside and I'll show you. Yep. Had her lined up pretty good, didn't we? I still got it, even in my old age. Anywho, I'm not the best driver in the world, I know. We'll get there in the end. Hey, at least I got a new steering wheel. My old steering wheel used to make me fly off the side of the road, if you remember. Just randomly fly off the side of the road to overturn my truck. That was a junky wheel. I'm glad I got rid of that thing. Whew. Just be driving along and all of a sudden it just shoot me right off the side of the road. We had a bad I guess variable resistor or whatever it used inside of it. A little or potentiometer or whatever it is in there that turned when you turn the wheel. It was bad, and that thing would jump, and it would just, I didn't even have to touch the steering wheel, it just do it on its own. It just throw your truck right off the side of the road. Sometimes, most of the time it was to the right, but sometimes it was to the left. I'd go off on the oncoming traffic. It was pretty bad. But anyway, I found one on Facebook Marketplace one day and got a pretty good deal on it, so I went and grabbed it. And this is one of these 4-speed back deals. I like it. I like it all right.
Get ready.
Oh yeah, that's a much smoother transmission. I still got pretty quick acceleration, but I bet we got a better top end out of this one now. All right, now this is where the Legacy sometimes suffer a little bit, but we can crank it. Oh, four-wheeler just missed him. We still eased it around there. Sometimes those heavy haul trailers, those big old things that got the trucks on the back, or the tractors on it, whatever they call them Jeeps on the back and all that stuff. It's a little tough sometimes squeezing through towns,
Go straight on.
little towns and stuff like that. But you know, where there's a will, there's a way. Like I said, sometimes you got to go around the block twice, but you can still heavy haul with these bad boys, even with a triple axle. They're a little tight sometimes. You got to watch the gas stations. That's the worst part. Getting in and out of them fuel pumps. They try to make it too tight
Go
on you.
straight on.
ATS don't give us a lot of room sometimes.
Keep left and then turn left.
I'll be the first one to admit I don't know a whole lot about
Turn
trucking.
left.
Not in real life anyway. My ex-father-in-law was a truck driver, and I knew some stuff he used to tell me. He used to put diesel fuel in his coffee cup and rinse his coffee cup out with diesel fuel and then put his coffee in.
Keep
I said,
right
well,
and then
sounds
exit
like
right.
the life for me, but I never got into it. But I've always loved ATS, I know that, been in it for years. Rode many a mile in ATS. Probably not as many as y'all have, but I get around. I like doing this testing for Mark. I've tested quite a few of his trucks, and
Exit
sometimes I spot a flaw right off, or sometimes I miss them. Somebody else will pike up and say, hey, there's a problem here, and it totally flew past me. Or I wasn't looking for it or something, you know. But, you know, for the most part, it's pretty easy to catch. If there's something major, it'll rear its ugly head right away, but some of the subtle things you have to try to catch. And, you know, you just have to kind of, well, sometimes it just takes sitting on the side of the road and just admiring the truck. And then you sit there long enough and admire the truck, and then you go, oh, well, it looks like it's not aligned quite right, or, you know, something like that. Now this one you'll notice here after a while, unless he's fixed it, I don't know, we'll find out. But notice the sun's going down, it's getting late. Can't see from this angle what hour it is, but I can tell the sun's going down. We'll see if we got that pylons on the windshield thing fixed. That drives me nuts. Because with my vestibular stuff, that's kind of one of my triggers. It's like grocery store aisles. I can't hardly do grocery store aisles because of the way they're laid out and the lights down each side and all that stuff. So the pylons on the windshield is definitely a no-no for me. But now I do wear special glasses when I'm sitting at the computer. They filter all the UV and all the blue light, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Anyway, we'll get up here and see what's going on, and bug out for a second here, I think. Yep, bug out here for a second. And we'll let the screen take over, but yep, I'll be back in a jiffy. Anyway, here we are back at it again. I'm trying to remember where I was at. I think we were driving, weren't we? Yeah, this ought to be fun. Drive. Oh, there we are. Almost ran over somebody. Whoops. Anyway. All right. Back on the road again. And it's getting darker out here in ATS land. And, well, we'll just drive a little bit here. See how we go. Well, I thought that fella was going to grab the right lane, but I guess he's not, so I will. Here we go. Yeah, this thing will top out a lot faster now. We swapped out that transmission. So, yeah, we're doing good now. Stick with me, here we go. And yeah, we got the pylons in the windshield again, unfortunately. Well, I'll have to cut this trip short, I'm afraid. But I'm sure Mark will get that worked out. Don't fret, because he's pretty quick with things like that. But I'm going to try to pull over in this rest area here. It looks kind of puny on the map right there.
Okay,
I don't
let's
know.
find a new route.
I got 3 Peterbilts behind me. I got to
Get
try to
ready.
drag up
Turn left.
through this little loop over here. Dadgum.
Turn left.
Yeah, they ain't gonna make this easy on me, are they? Well, it'll be another test, won't it?
Finding a new
You're
route.
testing patience, right? Dang, it's rough. Feels like we're already dragging bottom or something. We're not getting any damage notices. That's a good thing. Well, there's already an 18-wheeler back here. Hell, he's hogging up all the room. We're going to be able to hit the pin. Nope. Didn't hit the pin. Dadgummit. Didn't give me enough room to hit the pin, did they? Nope. Should go around the block. Let me look. Nope. He put that thing smack dab in the middle, and I ain't gonna be able to hit that pin no matter what I do. We're not gonna be able to sleep there, so might as well go on down the road. I think I seen a scales up ahead anyway on the map when we was pulling in here, so might as well just maybe they got a rest stop up there in that scales. I didn't know if there was a icon for that or not, but we'll hit the happy trail here. See what we got up ahead.
Turn left.
I think there's a sleep icon up at the next exit, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't need fuel. Easier for me to drive outside the cab with those pylons on the windshield for the moment. I know you'll get it fixed, Mark, no worries. Yeah, I don't want to hem haul around the exit right now and hee-haw and all that stuff. We'll just keep rolling. I think there's the scales up here I seen on the big map, so we'll just keep rolling. Yep. Well, like I said, they're dinging me. I gotta pull in anyway. I don't see a rest stop in there. One across the street, but ain't one over here. Well, we'll pull in and get all legal like, and then tear up all of our swindle sheets, leave them sitting on the scale 10-4.
Recompute.
And then I don't know, probably just pull off the side of the road and call it a night because it's getting late. But appreciate y'all hanging with me if you're made it this long. We'll see how we roll at the scale here. Another test, right? I want to see what this puppy weighs. Oh yeah, good deal. Cool. Yeah, I think, well, they didn't leave me no place to rest over here. Well, just pull off while we're still on the ramp here. Well, I can still see the shoulder. Don't want to get wonky. Anyway, appreciate y'all fellers hanging in here, and y'all have a good night. We'll see you next time up here in Nerdy Pappy. Out.